Pleased to recognize the gentleman from Nebraska, Mr. Terry, for 5 minutes.
Gentleman from Nebraska is recognized for 5 minutes.
I rise in opposition to H-Con Res 63. Our troops have made tremendous sacrifices in waging war against Islamic extremists who not only want to deny freedom to their fellow countrymen, but remain committed to attacking America and our way of life. We have lost some of the bravest, most dedicated and committed Americans we have been honored to know, love, and mourn. They deserve the highest honor and respect from this Congress and the American people for their service. Those brave men and women still in harm's way have earned the right to come home as quickly as possible. This does not mean, however, that we should abandon this mission and leave Iraq to certain failure by prematurely pulling out our troops. Nor should we cut military funding or adopt non-binding resolutions that embolden our enemies and undermine our troop morale. Now, that last statement has been accused by many speakers on the Democrat side as being a red herring to chase the American public away from the attention of this addition of 20,000 troops. But I read their authored resolution, and the words are that you support and protect members of the armed services who are serving, or have served, which means that they will not support our troops, any uniform member that is newly sent to Iraq, whether it's for training the Iraqi troops, whether to be embedded in help them, or any capacity. So the next logical step from their own wording of this resolution is to cut funding. That's the only way to stop supporting any new military member that goes to Iraq. So we have to ask, how will they do that? Now, I believe the Iraqi government needs our assistance to restore security and prevent a descent into anarchy and civil war, or worse yet, a heightened foreign insurgency that results in terrorist control of that nation. The situation in the Middle East is a powder keg that will explode if the United States abandons it. The resolution under debate today offers no military or diplomatic solutions apart from expressing disapproval over the plan to increase troops that will help train the Iraqis to go to the front and take more responsibilities to securing Iraq. The U.S. military personnel will be working closely with and training Iraqi soldiers. Pentagon leaders tell us that embedding these highly trained U.S. troops have been highly effective in making the Iraqi military better. In anticipation of the American withdrawal, 23 Sunni clerics in Saudi Arabia have already expressed support for sending their Sunni fighters to Iraq, as have Shiite clerics from other areas of the Middle East in anticipation of the U.S. leaving Iraq. The Jordanian ambassador has described it well, saying that it's like the U.S. has stepped on a landmine, only that this is the other type of a landmine that will explode when you take your foot off of it. We will see an explosion if we do as this Democrat resolution sets up and stop supporting our troops and begin withdrawing them. This Congress must not repeat the mistakes of Vietnam. War should not be conducted by 535 self-proclaimed generals. Politicians should not be dictating troop levels or planning missions. Our duty is to conduct effective and responsible oversight while giving our soldiers and military commanders the resources that they need to get the job done. This resolution specifically says you will not do that. Premature or withdrawal from, or a forced gradual withdrawal, which this resolution seems to endorse, from Iraq through cutting funds may appease those who oppose the war, the base of the authors who wrote this resolution, but it surely will produce more bloodshed and sectarian violence far exceeding the level currently reported by newspapers today. I am not willing to gamble with those lives of future Americans, of our generations to come. This resolution runs away from the best option we have been presented to provide security in Iraq. I'm open to alternatives, better plans, including those from our colleagues on the other side. It's just that we're not able to engage in that discussion today. I will vote no on this resolution and hope that the majority of my colleagues will join me.